Welcome to Extreme Web Designs. My name is Rocky. In this video, I'm going to show you how to take screenshots using the built-in snipping tool in Windows 10. So let's get started. Once you're on the desktop, simply click on the Start button in the lower left-hand corner of the screen or tap on the Windows key on your keyboard and then start typing the words snipping. In the list of results that show up, click on the result that says Snipping Tool, and that's going to launch a pop-up that's going to look just like this. And this area contains all the buttons that you can work with in order to take the screenshots. Just below that, there's this area that's called the help text area, and in this one, it shows the help text as to what each thing does. So if you don't want to see this, you can click on the options button here, and as you can see, it says hide instruction text. If you check the checkbox and say okay, it's going to hide this instruction text. Let's do that. As you can see, it's now hidden. If you want to enable back, just uncheck that and say okay. Now there are a few modes that you can select from in order to take a perfect screenshot for your purpose. By default, if you go ahead and click on new, it's going to right away take a new screenshot with whatever mode has been previously assigned to this. So let's see how this is going to work. I'm going to open up a sample PDF file and I'm going to put this snipping tool on top of that. And now let's say I'm going to click on new. And as you can see here, the cursor has been changed to crosshairs. If I simply drag the cursor, you can see that there's a rectangular area as defined by the cursor over here. So if I want to make it wider, I can drag the mouse cursor like so without releasing it. And if I want to take a screenshot, all I have to do is release the mouse cursor. So that's exactly what I'm going to do here. And as you can see, it has taken a screenshot. What you can do is click on this save button here, and it's going to ask you to save wherever you want to. So let's say 1 and save. So as you can see here, it has saved our screenshot over there. So now let me show you the different modes that are available for taking the screenshot. Simply click on this drop down icon next to the mode button and you'll see that there are 3 modes that you can choose from. So let's try the Freeform Snip. As you can see, I have selected the first option and then click on the new snip. And as you can see here, the cursor is now in the form of a scissors. What this means is we can randomly move the cursor in any area on the desktop and it's going to capture only those portions and leave out the rest from the screenshot. So now let me draw a circle so that this text underneath, which is the sample PDF document and the rest of the information, is the only one captured by the screenshot. And I want that to be in the form of a circle. So let's draw a circle here. Well, it's not a perfect circle, but you get the idea. As you can see now, it has just captured that portion of the screenshot. So if I want to save it, I'm going to say circle. And that's the text contained in that. So let's do a new screenshot. And if I click on this new button here, it's going to again apply the freeform snip. So let's try that out. As you can see, the cursor is again in the form of scissors. So let me draw another circle. Now it's more apparent that it has captured the screenshot in the form of a circle. So now let's try to save it. And let's say circle 2. And if we open it up, yes, as you can see, it's in the form of circle. Let's go to the second mode that says rectangular snip. In this one, what happens is every screenshot that you capture will be in the form of a rectangle or a square as per how you drag it on the screen. So let's try it out. Click on the new button. Let's drag the cursor by left clicking on the cursor and just keep holding it until you're ready to make the complete selection, and then release once you're satisfied with your selection. So I want to capture these sample text underneath here. Let's do that in the form of a rectangle. As you can see here, it has captured the image. So now let's try to do a new one. I want to capture the vertical bar here, so let's do this. As you can see, it has captured in a vertical fashion. Let's try to save that. As vertical. Now let's try to capture a square portion in a similar fashion. Click on the new button, and this is a square portion. Again, it has captured it for us, so let's try to save it. Alright, so now the last mode that we have on file is the window snip. If we click on this one and click on the new button, you don't have to manually drag your cursor over any windows that you want to take a screenshot of. Simply hovering over any open window, be it a PDF file or any image file or any folders, is going to capture the screenshot for you. In this case, I don't have to drag and drop the cursor over the PDF file. All I have to do is hover the mouse over the PDF and it's going to highlight the complete PDF file automatically for me. Once you hover the mouse over the PDF file, simply click anywhere in the PDF file and that's going to capture the screenshot. So let's do that. So as you can see, it has perfectly captured the screenshot, limiting to the boundaries of the PDF file. Okay, so now let's try to save it as image 3. Now let's try to open up another window and let's see how it's going to work out. So I'm going to open up my computer. And now let's try the snipping tool once again. Make sure that the window snip is selected. Now click on new and watch that the red lines are present over this complete area defined by the desktop screen, which means if I click anywhere here right now, it's going to capture the complete screen. So let's do that. As you can see, the complete desktop has been captured. I don't want that. I just want to capture the complete area defined by this open folder. So let's go back and try the new. And as you can see here, if I hover over this open folder, it's going to highlight that, and that's denoted by the red rectangle over here. Click anywhere and it's going to capture the perfect screenshot for you. So that is how you can toggle between the different modes available and pick the one that you like the most. In my case, I always go for rectangular snip because I find it easy. I just like to drag across the area that I like to screenshot, but you can just toggle it as per your requirements. The next button that's over here is the delay, which means that from the point of time you hit the new snip button over here, it's going to delay the process by a few seconds before it actually starts capturing the screenshot. So let's say I want to go for a delay and I want a delay of 5 seconds. So what this does is when I click on the new button over here, it's going to wait for 5 seconds before it actually launches the snipping tool for taking a screenshot. So let's try that out. So I'm going to click on the new snip button over here. Now let's wait for 5 seconds. As you can see, after the 5 seconds have elapsed, the snipping tool has jumped into action and it's now ready to take a screenshot. So that's exactly what the delay does. It delays the launch of the snipping tool. So this functionality is useful if you want to perform an action before you actually try to capture a screenshot. So let's do a cancel here. So let's say you want to perform some action before the screenshot is taken. You might want to apply this delay. So let's say I want to capture the screenshot after 5 seconds, but meanwhile I want to launch this folder. So I'm going to make sure that the 5 seconds delay is selected and click on new and click on this folder. And as you see, it has launched the snipping tool. Now I'm going to make sure that my mode is set to rectangular snip. When I click on this drop down icon here, you can see that there is a new option called full screen snip. What this does is it takes a screenshot of the full screen automatically without having me to drag and drop the cursor across the entire screen. So if I just click on that, you can see that it has captured a full desktop screenshot. So once the screenshot has been taken, you can annotate or highlight any portion that you would like. So I'm going to quickly try to show you what these different buttons stand for. The first one is the pen tool that you can customize or select from. So you can write something like so. So this is a little annotation tool. Let's go to the second button that says highlighter. And if you want to highlight something, maybe like say pictures, you can just drag across that text. It's a little hard to work with these tools, but once you get the hang of it, it's going to be easy. Let's say if you want to erase a part of screenshot, you can do so by selecting the eraser tool over here and then erase that portion. You can simply click on any of the text that you have written previously, and just mere clicking on that text is going to remove that like so. And if you click on the highlighting tool, see what happens. It just completely removes it. So which means you can simply undo your actions by selecting the eraser tool and clicking on the area that you would like to remove. Coming over here to the other buttons, as always, you have the option to save, or if you want to simply copy the screenshot to the clipboard, you can simply click on the copy button over here, and it's now in the clipboard, and you can paste it in a Word document by using the Ctrl+V command on the keyboard. The last option that we can look at is the send snip. And if I click on the drop down here, it's asking me to select email recipient or send this screenshot as a attachment to the recipient. So clicking on any of these options is going to launch a default email application if you have already installed it on your system. If not, it's going to throw you a error message asking you to customize it. Most of the time you may have Microsoft Outlook installed and configured. If not, you can do that, and it's going to launch that email program and attach the screenshot as an attachment or include that screenshot in the main body of that email. Alright, so as you can see here, I just click on the OK button and it says that the snip could not be sent, and it's asking me to install an email program. It's okay. Well, so that's it, guys. That's a quick tutorial on how to use the snipping tool to capture screenshots in Windows 10. Thanks for watching. If you found this video to be helpful, please feel free to hit the like button, leave a comment, share it on social media, and subscribe to the channel. Soon after you subscribe, make sure you tap the bell icon located right next to the subscribe button to receive all future updates. Thanks for watching.